Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Engage news. And this is most likely going to be the last Fire Emblem Engage news that we do, because after this, I don't even think they're going to release more DLC. So,
I don't think
Alex,
they're doing a DLC Wave 5. Unless this one gets good reception, but I don't know.
I
I
hope
don't think
so.
it will.
Hollywood, please.
Elwood, yo,
Celeb,
please have all three of them in a game again. They haven't been since FE7.
yeah. So, today Nintendo dropped the final wave for expansion pass, like the one that contains the Fellow Xenologue, that basically the release date trailer. And I took a quick glance at this, and oh god, people.
All I know is Gregory.
And I
That's
know,
it.
and all I know, yeah, I know about Gregory too, and I know about apparently the comments are saying that this story looks more compelling than engages. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
I'm actually terrified to see the rest of this track.
That is scary.
So
That's a
unfortunately,
scary thought.
there's no like subtitles, so we just have to play this normally. So
Okay,
2 minutes and
fine.
23 seconds.
I will try and pay my utmost attention.
All right. Here we go.
It's coming out in like 2 weeks, I think.
It looks to be a monument of some kind.
This is the resting place of the divine dragon. Your grave.
Oh. Holy shit.
It is such a joy to see you reborn.
Reborn?
There are 7 bracelets in total.
Where are
Oh
the other 4?
shit.
Each of the 4 nations of Elios possesses one.
Hey, those are the axes that we got from the well.
In order for our people to live. So
Huh?
Must I do everything for you, my pathetic excuse for a brother?
What?
Huh?
Never hand over Solm's bracelet.
Consider the invasion approved.
You
Damn.
may need to cross blades with people who resemble your own friends and allies.
Wolfbale?
You must be
Oh,
so tired
Alfred's
after
using
Oh,
that long
no.
trek.
Stop! Please! Don't hurt me!
There's Gregory.
I was never
Oh my
snub-nosed.
god.
It is
She's blue
an
now.
invasion.
We are a small band
Celestia?
of knights established after the war to protect Lady
Is-
Nell and Lord
Gregory.
As
Is
the
Mafia
name
just the
implies,
fucking
the
same?
Lord
Madeline?
is
Oh my
composed of 4
God.
members.
Bobby.
Mafia's just the fucking same!
Lady Nell alive! Show the rest no mercy.
I'm Tiki. Are you a divine dragon like me?
We have no choice but to square off cutie versus cutie.
The last thing you
Oh.
see will be your own handsome face.
What the
You'll
fuck?
continue this farce, pretending to be the divine one.
Nell, what are you doing?
Nearly all fell dragon children lose their twin siblings as they mature.
Out of my way, please!
You'll never take what's mine.
I, as you know, am a failure. Fate has brought us here.
Huh? Oh.
I don't understand. We gave you what you wanted.
Was that Diamond?
I think so.
Oh my god, jeez. So it seems like what's going to be happening is that we're basically going to be we know the
We're fighting the 4 nations.
Yeah.
At the very least 3. I
And-
don't remember seeing much of Illusia in this trailer just now, but we definitely saw that we were fighting Firene, Solm, and Brodia, as well as the royals in there.
Yeah. So this trailer
And
basi-
they have like emblem rings and bracelets.
no
Well,
this
at
no,
least they have bracelets.
here's what I think I already have been able to guess the plot from this. So the thing is though, we know that the emblem bracelets were part of the divine paralogs, and it seems like the Fel Xenologue is basically an alternate dimension or timeline where the bracelets have more importance over the rings, it seems.
It seems like it.
Because we
The-
saw in
like-
the trailer that the nations each have like bracelets instead of rings.
Yeah, instead of a ring. So like the
And-
bracelets are the important fuckers, and then the rings are like the ones just lost to time.
And actually, it makes sense actually, because here's the thing: the other day I was playing Engage on my own time, and I got bond conversations with Ivy and Soren, and it turns out Soren was originally entrusted to Elusia as an emblem bracelet.
No fucking way. So in that case, we might be seeing like Soren on Ivy.
Yeah,
Or like
that's why.
Because actually, who did Hortensia have when Hortensia was fighting Hortensia?
She had the rune sword, so that means that she must have had Hector. But the thing is, though, we saw Alfred with the wolf
with
bear.
Hector, yeah.
So
that's odd.
So
but wait, didn't Alfred have like question mark?
Yes,
so
but he had the
that,
wolf bale equipped.
Yeah, so it's like it's not said that like, oh, that's Hector.
Yeah.
Later, like I don't know.
So what I'm assuming is that the rings in this dimension don't hold as importance, just like how in the main story the bracelets don't have more importance. But here it's reversed. It seems the bracelet.
It seems like it, yeah.
Because I remember them saying something about the bracelets
To
during this
be
trailer.
a monument of some kind.
Yeah.
This is the resting place of the divine.
Well, because
dragon.
Tamara.
Your grave.
Yeah, that's our grave. We died. And here you see that, like, all of these places are ruined, like the Four Nations. And the fucking Isles of the Monster.
There are 7 bracelets in total. Where are the other 4?
Each of the 4 nations of Elios possesses one.
If they must suffer.
Yeah, see, they talk about the 7 bracelets, which there are actually 7 bracelets. And it seems like each one was entrusted to a nation. And so basically, it seems like what I'm going to assume is that Nil and Nell, yes, those are their names. They're twins.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they are like teaming up with the 4 hounds, which they're not called the 4 hounds actually.
What are they called now? Like the 4 Knights or something?
They are called. Let me see. I think I have this actually. The 4.
Because they're basically the good version of the 4 hounds now. It's basically just a personality switch for everybody.
Yeah. So.
Which is crazy.
So they apparently like, and I gotta say though, I am not.
Their names now, instead of Zephia, Marnie, Gris, and Mauvier, are Zephistia, Madeline, Gregory, and Mauvier.
Like seriously, I was expecting new. They said new characters.
Nobody changed Mauvier at all. Mauvier is just fucking Mauvier, no matter the dimension.
Because they think that I think the reason why they did that was because they think Mauvier is going to actually betray you in this game. Actually,
it's feasible. If they do that and just make crazy Mauvier, that'd be neat.
Mm-hmm. And what we apparently have seen is apparently there's some there's like oh my god, what's the name? There's apparently like videos of like already showing like Nil and Nell's like gameplay. And apparently, you're going to have to access this through the main story, so you have to actually play through this DLC. But you don't get DLC. The Battle Xenologue will scale to your level, but you will not be getting DLC, or you won't be getting experience from playing through it.
Oh, so basically, well, like, that does that mean that we're going to be using, like, our parties? Like, our team? Or we're going, like... Is it like a pre-made, pretty much?
We're using the
team.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
I mean, who knows? Maybe I could always just like train up a few characters actually, and like use different characters.
Just use people that we haven't used before, and then like, instead of like, or we could try using like all the lords. That way, it's interesting at least. Like, hey,
I don't know about
what
that.
happened? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think of something.
I don't know. Like maybe I was
Alfred
thinking
and Celine finally get use.
No, I'm doing that for my second playthrough.
I don't blame you. I still need to do that. I would like to use both of them. Like get Firenze some support. Maybe use Tamara. I've heard Sandstorm is actually just fucking amazing.
Oh yeah,
and
it is.
Like she's a fucking bum unit.
Yeah. Okay,
I found it.
Just so they're not called the 4 hounds anymore. They're called the 4 wings.
The 4 wings.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like I mean, Nil and Nell I felt like was very interesting to see, and it's very cool like how they like. Let me see. Like Nell here has Sigurd, and I think Nell is the. Let me see. Nell is.
Well, that's Nell.
Nell is the elder sister. Yes, she's the older sister, and Nil is the younger brother.
7 bracelets in total. Where are the other 4?
It's kind of weird though how they have
and
these
Celica,
weapons. Yeah, we got them early in
Patience of
advance though.
Elias possesses one.
If they must suffer in order for our people to live, so be it.
Must I do everything for you, my pathetic excuse for a brother?
Can't
Oh,
believe-
do you see how fucking like with Diamant's like crest on his cape? That shit is slashed
So be
now.
it.
Must I do everything
And also,
Yeah, it looks like he
um,
took like an injury.
yeah,
for you, my
also
pathetic excuse for-
All Chris is like actually has a backbone.
well, yeah, Chris is a dickhead now. Like he's the big brother, but and Celine has like black strappings on her like clothes instead of. I'm
think those-
assuming they weren't black before. Like I feel like they're doing subtle differences in their clothes right now.
To live, so be it.
Must I do everything for you, my pathetic excuse for a brother?
I will never hand over Solm's bracelet.
Consider the invasion approved.
And it's, I mean, from first glance, like, these
Man,
maps actually seem pretty
cosplay.
cool to play on, actually. Because we're playing
True,
in
they do
environments that
seem interesting.
we were playing in environments that we've never seen before,
People who
actually.
resemble your own friends. and
Yeah.
allies.
Yeah,
This
so
is-
here we have Alfred actually wielding the wolf veil.
Yeah.
Yep,
You must
that's
be so
helmet.
tired after
Like-
that long
So yeah, Zephyr has a different outfit now. Instead of like being purple and shit, it's just black.
Yeah, and yellow actually.
Yeah, black and yellow.
And
Yeah.
Gris, instead of like
Gris
those,
is
his sleeves are
and-
white
yeah,
actually.
white and black.
And he doesn't have his tattoos or anything.
No, he doesn't have tattoos. He doesn't have facial piercings.
And Marty's
He's
just
been deossified. Marty's
teal,
just blue.
blue. I don't know what color they.
It's just literally just blue.
You're
It's like
smart
instead of
nose.
red, it's blue. Haha, that means she's a blue unit
Red?
now.
I think that was pink actually that she was wearing.
It was
before.
like pinkish red to be honest.
And Marvier doesn't have anything different.
Mauvier, literally
Yeah.
nothing is different, which makes me feel like he's gonna go through the biggest change later. Personality wise. If not, maybe even design wise too. And it's like, hi, I'm like resurrecting the Fell Dragon now. It's like, oh. Bees.
And here we actually
Well-
see that Celestia actually has you know, her own, she does have a personal skill, and
She has her unique class, yeah.
Yes, because if you-
Melusine.
because if you
Or
remember
Melusa.
in back in Engage, if you fought Zephia, she was also a unique class as well.
Yes, she was.
So this is a class that will be able to build swords and magic. So this means that we'll actually be able to get units that can use magic.
Oh, she can use the Levin sword. That's nice.
Yeah, like we'll actually be able to have like flying mages that aren't just, you know, Hortensia and Ivy.
That will be cool as hell. Third Dark Flyer.
I honestly don't like, but the thing is that I think we know what the skill for this class is. It's gonna be Soul Blade,
Oh, is it?
because we've seen that skill on Zephia before.
I'm going to be honest. I forget what it does.
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
think
she has Roy. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think you'll literally just be able to take like your entire party into because we can see Fram actually in the corner into the left.
Oh, well, yeah, because we've also seen like we bring Hortensia, we bring Fogado, so
Yeah.
it's like I
Well,
don't
at
know
least you
if
won't
that's
be,
like a story
you
thing.
won't be able
Whatever.
to use this DLC to grind like it's different compared to Three Houses, because in that one you could still level up, but
Oh my god,
it was a
that's so
separate
cool.
story entirely.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
glad you.
I
won't-
thought that was cool too.
I'm glad you won't be able to get experience in this, because I was worried that
Grind.
like the Divine Parallax is enough. The Fell Xenologue, I honestly feel like you shouldn't get experience from, because then Manning would just be a joke at that point.
Yeah, the fact that there's like about as many side chapters as there are story chapters when you include DLC honestly makes it that the story chapters should be way fucking easier.
I feel like this is gonna be like a 9
Just because of,
chapter or 10 DLC chapter long Xenologue.
I feel like it's going to be a 4 or 5 chapter thing. Not
Mhm.
gonna lie, maybe
because,
6.
Like, I feel like they're gonna go through the story like super fast, like Sonic speed.
Absolutely, they will. Like they're gonna go Somniel, Firene, Brodia, Solm, Elosia.
And then actually, who knows? Maybe Nell and Nil like combine all the bracelets in order to actually form the fire emblem, and together they're literally like the fire emblem actually.
They're the Fire Emblems, roll credits. Or it's like they bring you back from the dead because it's like that was the whole thing with
Yeah,
the Fire Emblem
And
before.
actually, I think
don't
I know how you'll be able to access this DLC actually. Like
Really?
I think after chapter 6, because that's when you get most of the stuff from the Somniel unlocked.
Oh yeah.
You know how we
Oh.
got the items from the well?
Oh, is like the grave gonna be there or
It's
something?
no, it's like no. I think what's gonna happen is that we'll be able, like somehow, like we fall down the well, like how in Alice in Wonderland you fell
You're
down the
literally gonna
rapid.
Alice in Wonderland this shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, you fell down the well, and somehow you ended up like no, because the Somniel is like we're like when you exit the well, you're gonna see like the Somniel all like wrecked how we saw early in the trailer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'm literally gonna be right actually. Like, oh my god, I'm calling the story like out on this bullshit, and like I feel like I'm gonna be on point when it actually comes out.
We are a small band of knights established after the war
Oh, okay.
to protect Lady Nell and Lord Nil.
Oh, okay.
As the name
So I guess
implies,
this
yes,
is how
we are
they're
really
shown to be good because it's like these are fell dragons, so technically they're supposed to be doing this anyways. Like that, it's not compromising their character. They're just not dickheads, I guess.
Mhm. And I'm glad that we'll be able to
Yeah.
fight like other types of soldiers that isn't just Alusia and corrupted.
Oh, thank God. So we're not fighting corrupted. No, I don't see a single corrupted here.
Actually, no.
Thank God.
Actually, no, because remember in the trailer that when we first saw this trailer for the first time back in February, we did see corrupted around like what a shadowy figure actually.
No. Oh no, but that was Fogato.
Yeah, we thought that was Fogata, but I wonder who that actually is then.
Well, I think with the necklace, it was proven like that's probably going to be Fogato. I don't know.
Mhm. But the thing is, though, also we don't see any aside from Zephyr. We're not seeing any new classes. Like we're seeing like or Gregory. Oh, God damn it! We're seeing Gregory, who still seems like a mage.
as the name implies.
Yeah.
And we're seeing Madeline, who is still a
The
general.
wings is composed of 4
Yeah.
layers.
So
Mavier is literally still just Mavier, and I'm pretty sure they did that just because he's the playable one.
Soldiers to battle. Capture Lady Nell alive. Show the rest no mercy.
I'm Tiki. Are you a divine dragon?
and I think the one that was trusted to Lethos was Tiki, actually, like the bracelet.
Oh, that would make sense. And because they're fell dragons,
'Cause-
that actually would make sense why she would be like that, I guess.
Yeah, like red.
You have no choice but
Yeah,
to
and
swear
Hortensia
on
does have
yours.
Hector equipped here.
Oh,
The last thing
And Fogato has Veronica equipped here.
oh my god.
Oh
That's
god, we're going to have to
nuts.
face Crom and Robin again.
Fuck me.
I think, no, actually, since they're going to be equipped, I think we'll just have to face Crom, but he's still going to have, like, the falchion and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
handsome base. You'll continue this farce, pretending to be the divine one.
Nell, what are you doing?
Nearly all fell dragon children
Oh my god, I cannot wait to use Nell.
lose their
I
We'll actually be able to have an
wait.
actual dragon.
I can't wait to have dragons in our funny dragon game. It's gonna be fun.
Also, what the hell? Why does this guy have 100 crits?
Oh, fucking no.
as they mature.
With a spear, that's
You'll never
terrifying.
take what's mine.
I, as you know,
Yeah, and they both have red eyes, actually.
You'll never take what's
So yeah,
mine.
they are fell dragons, actually.
I, as you know,
Well, to be fair, we see Nell transforming into that dragon anyway, but weirdly enough, she's not red like Sombra was, she's blue.
True, that is odd.
am a failure. Fate has brought us here.
Oh my god, no, what is that voice?
I don't know. That was
What
That
was
felt
that?
like a
That's
very
worse than
weird-
Ulcris.
it felt like a very weird
I, as you
reading.
know, am a failure. Fate has brought us here.
Famous bros here.
Fate has brought us here.
Yeah, new story scenario, Fells a lot, new characters, location, and maps. I'm very much interested in seeing these maps and the class types, which I think we already know what they are. They're the Mage Cannoneer, the Merchant, which I think it was called, the Dragon class, which we don't know what the name for that is, and the Masulin, which I think let me see, what was it called? I know it's called here in this trailer.
Melusine?
The Melusine. So 4 classes, it seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'm missing out on any other ones. So far, the only one that seems interesting to me is the Melusine, because other than that, the Mage Cannoneer, I gotta be honest, I'm not really all like excited about it. It just seems like a bad mage. The Merchant seems like just another key adept class, which I mean, I'm very interested in seeing the tonic effects from it. But the fact that their skill
True.
that you get from them is that you'll be able to access the convoy That's a very lackluster skill, and that's saying stuff because this game has some lackluster skills from the classes you get.
I feel like a lot of the skills in the game that
Careful
aren't.
aim.
I think a lot of the skills in the game that aren't from like emblem rings or emblem playsets is like just the class skills are kind of ass, honestly.
Which I mean, that makes sense,
the only exceptions for that are like I can just think of out of the box is like Brave Assist, fucking mainly Brave Assist, honestly. That's like
yeah, because the other
biggest
skills
thing.
that are good you get from enemies, like triangle depth, which is kind of cool.
Well, yeah, it's like that's
breaker
like
skills.
any of the breaker skills, yeah. That's
The blow
really
skills.
good. Yeah, the seal skills too.
No, the blow skills.
That too, and the warning skills to a degree because they're good compared to like most of the other stuff.
Yeah, and like and the mage cannoneer's like class skill as well. Like it's like you lose your weapon like if you but at the start of the enemy phase you do like an AoE attack. Like that's just garbage. That means I basically just have to keep like buying new like cannons. Like it doesn't even like.
So wait, you lose your attack after every attack?
You lose your weapon after every attack.
That's painfully awful.
Yeah,
Jesus
it's.
Christ.
I mean, I understand. Like it's like you're launching cannonballs, but like.
Yeah, but no, it's like you're launching the fucking cannon. That's painful.
Which is why they're called mage cannons, but
yeah, that like if you're, I guess that makes sense because like if like this is a thing you need to like have like with a cannonball type weapon, then yeah, like you're gonna need weapon durability. But since you kind of already didn't do that, like it's a bit late to implement that into just one weapon. Like, okay, are you just gonna treat it like a staff in that case and give it a limited amount of uses? Like, you know.
But I mean, like, I was hoping for like some pretty cool, like the Melu scene seems like the only like class I'm actually interested in. Like that, I think would be viable.
I'm interested in the Melu scene. Yeah, if you put that last bit in, I'm like, okay, the tonic vendors are kind of gone now. Like they may be cool as well, and like accessing the convoy anywhere is like. That's really cool.
The merchant, I think their selling point is going to be basically in the tonics because when we faced them, they gave like special effects depending on the tonic you use.
Yeah, they seem neat. Though I don't know how controllable it's going to be.
And then like Nell being a dragon, like I don't know like how she's gonna work as a dragon. I hope you'll still be able to use her as a dragon when you like bring her back to your world.
Well, because it seems like I don't know how the enemy just has 100% crit. I don't know if they like did that for the showing. I don't see a reason for them to.
Yeah.
Which also makes me wonder how like okay, so you're in fell dragon form and now like maybe like you're guaranteed to crit, but the enemy is guaranteed to crit as well or something.
Where the enemy had like 100% crits, like where they rigged it actually.
Where the enemy had 100% crit?
Yeah, and see, like here they rigged a crit against this guy having with a 1% crit.
I'm sure, but then in that case, that kind of means like, why would they rig the enemy to have 100%? That just doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Like that's just weird. Like why would you?
The presentation is like, oh my god, he's gonna die otherwise. It's
to show that maybe these dragons, even though they they're all powerful no matter what the enemy type is or no matter like they just break numbers.
Also, Nell is female and Nil is male, right?
Yes, Nell is the elder sister and Nil is the younger brother.
Okay, is Nell the only one that can turn into a dragon and like? Nil can't, or can both of them?
Yeah, because at the end of the show, doesn't he say like he's a failure?
He does say he's a failure, but I don't know if that means like you can't turn into a dragon. You're like that. You're like a failure.
What's mine?
I, as you know, am a failure.
Yeah, like maybe he's like a defect, like how like Sombron would like say.
Well, yeah, but defects can mean a lot of things. Defects are like, hey, I don't want to like commit a murder, or it's like I can't turn into a cool dragon. Like,
yeah, but remember,
apparently
like,
there's gonna be different ones.
Yeah, I mean, but remember with like Sombra, like he said, like we're able to like summon emblem rings, but Vale, remember, she wasn't able to.
True. Yeah.
So it's kind of like similar here, except he can't turn into a dragon, whereas Nell can.
Maybe.
And maybe she's the only one that's able to actually summon these emblem bracelets.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Fate has brought us here.
And the characters, I have to say though, new characters, it seems like we're only getting 2. Because, say what you will, I'm not counting those 3. I'm not counting Madeline, Celestial, or Gregory as new characters.
Well, technically, if we get them, then they count as new characters, but...
I wonder if they're actually... You remember how we got the peanut gallery on the final map?
Yeah.
I wonder if... I don't think they're going to implement that, actually.
I don't think so either.
And, like, plus, like, will they even have, like, battle quotes against their, like, regular selves? Like...
Fuck, I don't know.
That's just...
I would hope so, and I think it'd be cool.
Like, my image... Like, I didn't know what Madeline or Celestia was going to look like, but my idea for Gregory was that he was going to be, like, some sort of, like, poet-like guy. He would have, like, a hat with, like, a cool pen in it.
Either like a poet or it's like a priest. I don't know. Like really just get it going.
Like that's the thing though. This game and in Three Houses, it feels like they reuse a lot of content. Engage reuses a lot of maps, or Three Houses reuses a lot of maps, where Engage reuses a lot of bosses.
A lot of characters, yeah.
Yeah, like
because Engage really doesn't have a lot of like named characters, even ones that get like one scene or anything.
Oh,
and there like, you don't have a lot of times where it's like, oh, it's like that one boss that like you forget about. Like there's no brigand boss for that. Like you're not going to remember the corrupted boss.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, like the warrior corrupted boss in that one like fucking chapter with like the one where it's like the Corrin escape chapter with Seedall, like,
and
oh wow.
And Alex, do you remember that chapter where we fought, like the chapter where Lumera dies, where we fight like that Armor Knight boss Abney?
Yeah.
She has the same name, different class on that boat map.
Yeah, and she's a berserker there,
like,
or a warrior, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
it was crazy. I was like, what?
Like you're gonna reuse the same name in the same portrait, but and
the same voice too. Yeah, just the same character.
There's nothing different.
It's kind of crazy how you'll do that, but then you'll also just reuse the same named characters that you want us to care about and be like, oh my god, it's so sad they're dying. After we've killed them 8 times already in like 8 different maps for the 4 hounds.
Like the only new characters I can count from this seems to be Nell and Nil. Other than that, we've seen everything else you've seen before.
Yeah, everything else here is technically a rehash.
Or at least the maps seem to be different. Though, like the characters and maps, those are the I can only count like 2, and the maps from first glance seem fun to play on. I hope they're fun to play on.
Yeah. Also, what I'm wondering is, we see very little of Sombron here, and like really any trace of the Fell Dragon. But I guess that's kind of fair, since Sombron is technically an invasive species compared to like the Divine Dragons, as we know in these dimensions.
It seems like Nell is. It seems like Nell. I'm like maybe Nell is like
Nell is the Fell Dragon of that dimension.
Yeah, because she literally turns into a dragon, as we see.
Well,
except
yeah,
it's blue
but it's
instead of like whatever color Sombron.
You would also assume that it's like, oh, like the some like children of Sombron. Like I don't know if it's going to be like, oh, it's a child.
I think these might be our siblings that died during the war, and
maybe. That's what I was thinking at first.
And we're actually going to figure out who our mother was, because remember, these are all characters that are in the main story, but they have different personalities, and they have and some have different names, and this is literally like an alternate dimension where everything's like reversed, it seems.
Yeah, this is an alternate dimension. An alternate dimension where it seems like, I don't know if we died as like the Divine Dragon or like what. I don't know, actually. I have no idea like what the timeline is going to be like.
Yeah, because in the original we survive apparently, but here it seems like we're dead. It seems like what Nell or Nil is either trying to gather all the bracelets. Like,
well, also, we probably would have been remembered as like a Fell Dragon then. Because definitely, like, it's like, this is where you died. It's like, you died. It's like, okay, so are they talking about the time when we died, like, after we killed Sombron the first time? Is it like they're talking about the time when Sombron killed us the second time?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it like supposed to be like, oh, you got a game over and that's what happened in this dimension, and like the 4 lords then like scattered, or the 8 lords technically like scattered to the winds, like back to their countries to fuck off, and like now they're just working with the Fell Dragon.
Yeah, like, well, we have to wait 2 weeks to actually play this. In the description of the video, it says April 4th, so I'm assuming this is going to come out late at night.
Yeah,
on the
it's gonna be
4th.
like April 4th, 11:59 or some shit.
Yeah, like the last wave came out like 9 p.m. Like wave 3, that's when it came out. Like 9 p.m. at night. I was like, oh, finally I can update my Switch. And that's
Yeah.
why like I was expecting us to play it that day, but we just played it the next day, like in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But and I'm assuming it's gonna be the same thing for here. I'm really interested in seeing like what supports are gonna be. I really hope there's actually like supports. I think they're just gonna have supports with one another when we bring them back to like the main game, and then we're just going to like we're just going to they're gonna have like another like support conversation or like two with like another character, because I really hope that there are a lot of supports with these new characters. If you're gonna make it, like, if you're just gonna reuse like the four hounds, yes, and Nell and Nil, because I feel like that's with three houses, they didn't really like have a lot of supports. Like they had supports with their with their house characters, which that makes sense. Like Yuri,
Yeah.
for example, and they
But they
had
didn't have much outside of that, like 2 or 3 per character.
yeah, like I'm not counting like Violet, because obviously everyone supports with Violet, but outside of like let's take Yuri for example, he had supports with Happy, Constance, and Balthus, which were the house characters from the Ashen Wolves, and then he had supports with Bernadetta, Dorothea, Ingrid. Yeah, that's it actually. Like I'm really hoping they have a lot of supports though. Like just something that's like more, that's not just their own like characters from their own story, and like I'm really hoping like at least like 4 or 5 with other characters that like, who knows, maybe Nell has support with Vale and Ali, or like, well obviously, but like Vale, Mavier, like I'm hoping that like Mavier has supports with all these like 4 wing characters actually,
I hope
with
so as well,
Madeline,
honestly.
Gregory, Celestia.
Mm-hmm. It would be nice.
But that's all I have to say. Alex, do you have anything you want to add before I end this?
I mainly just hope that it's not going to be like too hammy of a story. It's like everybody's evil now. Everybody I know is evil, and everybody was good, but they're evil now. And everybody was evil was good now, and that's like we have to kill Nell and Nils at the end. It's like, oh yeah, like Nils fucking dies because he's weak or some shit, and then we gotta kill Nell because she's the fell dragon. Whoa, or that's I don't fucking know. I hope the story isn't bum. I hope that dragon characters we get don't like suck ass, so we can actually use them and have some form of fun. And I hope that there's no like I don't know. I hope that the final boss isn't just Sombron again. That's all I hope for.
Yeah,
Please
same.
let it be something else.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm obviously gonna put this out like the day that this trailer obviously aired, and
We
I
gotta
guess
get
the
that
next
accurate news going.
yeah, I mean, I guess the next time you guys will see us will be in 2 weeks from now, because that's when the DLC drops. It drops this day on a Wednesday, in 2 weeks. So yeah, this will be the final Engaged news video unless something else drops. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.